The story of the acoustic guitar is not a simple, linear tale, but rather a long, evolving narrative. It stretches across centuries, continents, and cultures, shaped by human creativity and craftsmanship, and the desire to make music with vibrating strings and a resonant body. To understand the acoustic guitar today, one must travel back thousands of years to explore its distant ancestors. Trace the transformation of musical instruments across civilizations and follow the gradual refinement of design and sound that eventually gave birth to the modern instrument. The origins of the acoustic guitar can be traced back to ancient stringed instruments, not guitars in the modern sense, but they shared similar principles. Early civilizations in Mesopotamia, Egypt, and the Indus Valley created instruments that used strings stretched over a resonating body. These early devices were often made from natural materials. They were simple in construction, but powerful in cultural significance, used in rituals, storytelling, and entertainment. These instruments did not yet have the characteristic shape of a guitar, but established the fundamental idea of string vibration. One of the most significant early ancestors of the guitar is the lute, emerging prominently in the Middle East. It later spread to Europe. The lute featured a rounded back, a neck, and multiple strings played by plucking. Its design and musical versatility made it highly popular during the medieval and Renaissance periods. The lute itself was derived from even older instruments, such as the oud, widely used in Arabic cultures. Its influence on European instrument making cannot be overstated. When the Moors brought their musical traditions into Spain, they introduced the oud, which became a key stepping stone in the development of the guitar. As these instruments traveled across regions, they began to evolve. In medieval Europe, stringed instruments took on new forms. Among them was the vihuela, a Spanish instrument that closely resembled the modern guitar in shape. The vihuela had a flat back, a waisted body, and multiple strings arranged in pairs, known as courses. It was played both by plucking and strumming, gaining popularity among the Spanish aristocracy in the 15th and 16th centuries. The vihuela's design marked a significant transition toward what would eventually become the guitar. At the same time, another instrument known as the guitarn was popular in Europe. The guitarn was smaller and had a rounded back, somewhat resembling a small lute, but it was played with a plectrum. Over time, the guitarn evolved and contributed to the development of early guitars. By the Renaissance period, instruments clearly identifiable as guitars began to emerge. These early guitars typically had 4 courses of strings and were smaller than modern guitars. They were used for both accompaniment and solo performance, particularly popular in Spain, Italy, and France. During the Baroque period in the 17th century, the guitar underwent further transformation. The Baroque guitar typically had 5 courses of strings and featured elaborate decorations, including intricate inlays and carvings. The addition of a 5th course expanded the instrument's range and musical capabilities. The guitar became a fashionable instrument among the European elite, and composers began writing more complex music for it. However, despite its growing popularity, the guitar was still overshadowed by instruments like the harpsichord and the violin. The transition from the Baroque guitar to the modern acoustic guitar began in the late 18th and early 19th centuries. One of the most important changes was the shift from courses of strings to single strings. This change simplified tuning and playing, making the instrument more accessible to musicians. The guitar also began to increase in size, which allowed for greater volume and projection. These developments were essential as music moved from intimate settings to larger performance spaces. A pivotal figure in the history of the acoustic guitar is Antonio de Torres, a Spanish luthier from the 19th century. Torres is often referred to as the father of the modern classical guitar because of the significant innovations he introduced. He standardized the shape and size of the guitar body, creating a larger soundboard that improved resonance and volume. He also developed a bracing system inside the guitar known as fan bracing, which strengthened the structure, while allowing the top to vibrate more freely. This innovation greatly enhanced the tonal quality of the instrument, and remains a fundamental aspect of classical guitar design today. Torres's designs laid the foundation for the modern classical guitar, which typically features nylon strings and is played with the fingers. The use of nylon strings, which replaced earlier gut strings in the 20th century, provided greater durability and a warmer, more consistent tone. Classical guitars became central to a wide range of musical styles, from traditional Spanish music to classical compositions and contemporary genres. While the classical guitar was evolving in Europe, another branch of the acoustic guitar was developing in the United States. This branch would eventually lead to the steel string acoustic guitar, widely used in folk, country, blues, and popular music. The introduction of steel strings in the 19th century created a brighter and louder sound compared to gut or nylon strings. However, steel strings also placed greater tension on the instrument, requiring changes in construction to prevent damage. American luthiers, particularly those working in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, responded to this challenge. One of the key innovations was the X-bracing system, which provided additional support to the soundboard, while maintaining its ability to vibrate. This allowed guitars to handle the increased tension of steel strings and produce a powerful, projecting sound. The steel string acoustic guitar quickly became a staple in American music. It played a crucial role in the development of blues, where musicians used techniques such as slide playing and fingerpicking to create expressive, emotive sounds. In folk music, the guitar became a primary accompaniment instrument, valued for its portability and versatility. It also became central to country music, where its bright tone and rhythmic capabilities complemented vocals and other instruments. In the early 20th century, the acoustic guitar continued to evolve in response to the demands of musicians. One notable development was the creation of larger-bodied guitars, such as the dreadnought. These guitars were designed to produce greater volume and bass response, making them ideal for ensemble playing and recording. The dreadnought shape became one of the most popular designs for steel string acoustic guitars and remains widely used today. Another important innovation was the introduction of the archtop guitar, which features a curved top and back. Inspired by the design of violins, archtop guitars were developed to provide increased volume and projection, particularly for jazz musicians. While technically still acoustic instruments, archtop guitars often have a distinct tonal character that sets them apart from flat-top acoustic guitars. The acoustic guitar's role in music expanded dramatically during the 20th century. It became a central instrument in the folk revival of the 1950s and 1960s, where artists used it to accompany songs that addressed social and political issues. The simplicity and accessibility of the acoustic guitar made it an ideal tool for self-expression, and it became associated with authenticity and grassroots creativity. At the same time, the guitar played a significant role in the rise of rock and roll. Although electric guitars eventually became more prominent in rock music, acoustic guitars remained an important component, highlighting their enduring importance in the creative process. In addition to its role in Western music, the acoustic guitar has been embraced by cultures around the world. In Latin America, it became a key instrument in genres such as flamenco, bossa nova, and mariachi. Each of these styles developed unique techniques and playing styles that expanded the expressive possibilities of the guitar. In Africa, the guitar was adapted to local musical traditions, leading to distinctive styles, characterized by intricate rhythms and melodies. The global spread of the acoustic guitar was facilitated by advances in manufacturing and transportation. As guitars became more affordable and widely available, they reached musicians in diverse regions and socioeconomic backgrounds. This democratization of the instrument contributed to its status as one of the most popular and widely played instruments in the world. In the modern era, the acoustic guitar continues to evolve. Advances in materials and technology have led to the development of new designs and features, such as built-in electronics for amplification and alternative tone woods for sustainability. Despite these innovations, the fundamental principles of the acoustic guitar remain unchanged. Strings vibrate, the body resonates, and sound is produced in a way that is both simple and profound. The enduring appeal of the acoustic guitar lies in its versatility and accessibility. It can be used to play a wide range of musical styles, from classical compositions to contemporary pop songs. It can be played solo or as part of a group, and it is equally suited to professional performance and casual enjoyment. Its portability allows musicians to take it anywhere, making it a constant companion for those who love music. Moreover, the acoustic guitar holds a unique place in cultural and personal expression. For many people, it is the first instrument they learn, serving as an entry point into the world of music. It is often associated with storytelling, whether through folk songs, ballads, or personal compositions. The act of playing an acoustic guitar can be deeply intimate, creating a direct connection between the musician and the sound they produce. Throughout its history, the acoustic guitar has been shaped by countless individuals, from anonymous craftsmen in ancient times to renowned luthiers and influential musicians. Each contribution has added to the instrument's rich legacy, ensuring its continued relevance and evolution. The acoustic guitar is not merely a tool for making music. It is a reflection of human creativity, ingenuity, and the universal desire to communicate through sound. As we look to the future, the acoustic guitar is likely to continue evolving in response to new technologies and musical trends. However, its core essence will remain the same. It will continue to be an instrument that brings people together, inspires creativity, and serves as a bridge between past and present. Its history is a testament to the enduring power of music and the human spirit that drives it. In tracing the history of the acoustic guitar, one can see how it embodies the intersection of culture, technology, and art. From its ancient origins to its modern forms, it has undergone countless transformations, each one contributing to its identity. It stands today as one of the most recognizable and beloved instruments in the world, a symbol of musical expression that transcends boundaries and continues to resonate with people across generations.